Hey, what's up guys? Hope everybody's doing well and having a great day. In this video, we're going out here to Hawaii, the top of Mauna Kea. Here recently, I've received 3 emails from 3 different people asking me if I'd heard about the lasers visible from atop of Mauna Kea from the Subaru telescope that were visible in the nighttime sky. So I did some looking around and I found a screen grab from the Subaru telescope Skycam of what appears to be a laser coming down from the sky. I want to offer some clarity about the origins of that beam that was observed multiple times on the night of March the 4th. We'll come back and take a closer look at that here in a moment. But first, a quick update on the severe weather that's been moving through the Central Plains. You can see a large active system that's moving up through New England right now. There are power outages in that area from that storm system. 12,600 customers in New York without electricity, 17,000 in Virginia, 4,500 in Ohio, 3,100 in Pennsylvania. Widespread power outages from this storm system that did produce multiple tornadoes in Iowa, and it did produce tornadoes yesterday. Thankfully, not as many. Yesterday in southern Missouri and northern Arkansas, I think there were 3, maybe 4 total that were reported. Today so far, no tornadoes as this storm system appears to be making its way off the northeastern coast of the United States. Quick look at the Schumann resonance over here at the website. You can see it's been very active in the last 48 hours. So has the planetary K-index over here at the Space Weather Prediction Center. Those red spikes are geomagnetic storms. There were 12 hours worth of storms in the last 48 hours. Looking at the Earth-facing side of the sun, you can see the active region is still here. The sunspots are about the same size. However, they do not have the horsepower to create large solar flares. Any solar flares that are created right now would definitely be Earth-directed. I want to take you guys now back out to Hawaii. We're going to go up here to the top of the large volcano out in Hawaii, Mauna Kea, where there's a awesome observatory. In fact, there's a collection of observatories on top of the tall volcano, 13,700 feet. This is one of the best seats in the house for viewing the nighttime sky. That's why these observatories are here. You've got the Keck Observatory, you got the Subaru Observatory, you've also got the NASA Infrared Telescope, Caltech, Gemini. There are several amazing telescopes on top of the very large volcano. And this is a still image from the Subaru telescope. This isn't actually the telescope. This is a Skycam at the observatory. And you can see what looks like a beam coming down from the sky. And like I mentioned earlier, I got emails from people asking me if I'd seen the laser beams in the sky visible from Mauna Kea, in this case, the Subaru telescope. And I've seen those before over the years, and they're not necessarily anything new. And I wanted to offer some clarity on the origins of that particular beam that was observed multiple times on the night of March 4th of 2022. This particular still image was taken at 22:39. There were many others, and every time that you would see this beam in the sky, the side of this observatory here in the front would glow orange, the same color. And you can see an observatory over here on the left, and there's 3 in the field of view up here on the right. Looking at the lay of the land in the daytime, you can see the observatories here. The ones over here are the ones we're looking at right here, okay? These 3 over here are right here. This beam coming down is from this observatory right there, okay? These aren't being used at the time. That's why this is glowing. That beam is coming from the observatory behind it. Here's another view of these 3 observatories, just a different angle. See how this one is glowing? Because of that right there. This one is glowing because of this one here, and that beam just happened to show up in the field of view of the camera that's right over here. So that camera and the field of view just happened to pick up part of the laser that was coming from the observatory behind it. And here's some more examples of lasers going up into the night sky. And again, this is one of the, if not the best seat in the house for viewing the nighttime sky when it's not cloudy. Just absolutely spectacular. That's why there's so many observatories up there. But every once in a while, when these lasers are active, they'll show up in the field of view of a Skycam. Again, this isn't the telescope itself. This is a Skycam, and that's simply a laser from another observatory. That was not coming down from space. The origins of that beam were right down here on Earth. In fact, here's another view of the beams going up into the sky. Here's another view of the beams going up into the sky. And again, here's that example of the dome, or at least half of the dome glowing when that beam was lit up, at least temporarily, and it's the same color as the beam. So not anything nefarious there, guys. I've seen that before. I used to visit Keck Observatory all the time many years ago, and the Canada, France, Hawaii telescope. I used to visit that all the time, and you can see some interesting things, and I have seen these beams in the nighttime sky before, but again, they're not anything nefarious. They're not originating from space. They're originating from right down here on top of the 13,700 foot tall mighty volcano, the Mauna Kea volcano on the big island of Hawaii. Thanks for watching. Have a super day and be safe out there.